So let's go see my results. I get scans for the visual part of results because I wanted to be very forthcoming with bulges and cellulite and fat and all the stuff. And then I've had a scan more recently. I actually get them pretty much monthly, but here's a more recent scan from December. An easier way to perhaps look at this is through crossfades. So that was February. Now I'm fading to, call it December, fading back to February. Pick a spot if you like and look at the change. And you can see those are definitely results. Another version of results, this is my mother, by the way, she's important to this project, are just photos and, say, video. And I definitely noticed that my height and width are changing their ratio. That's the thing I noticed the most. So my mom is about to turn 90 years old, and I wanted to give her a present, and that's the occasion of starting my protocol, which I had actually planned for decades, because I realized on her 89th birthday that I needed something pretty spectacular for her 90th birthday, and so I decided to give her a smaller version of me, and that's my dad. Quantitative results, though, are also key. Getting those measurements, so I have those results. Just adjust a little. I've lost 45 pounds of weight, which is 19% of my weight. I've lost mostly fat. 85% of that loss is fat, which represents 39 pounds of fat loss, which is 30% of my fat, while I've only lost 6% or 6 pounds of lean during this protocol. I could have done weight training and that sort of exercise to remediate that lean loss if I'd wanted, and I probably would have easily done it. Well, not easily, but with dedication I could have done it. But I didn't, because I wanted to keep the variables down to see how it would work even if a person couldn't exercise, for example, or at least not right away. I started at about 41% density as lean body mass over total body mass in a percentage, and I've added 6 percentage points to my density. So on my next scan, I'm hoping I'm going to get to 48% dense, and I'll probably keep going until I'm about 70% dense, maybe plus or minus, just to see what that's like. So that indicates that I'll probably be doing this for at least 2 years. And I've gone from a size 22 dress to about a size 16. Hopefully you've taken this opportunity, if you like changes in inches and centimeters, to look down here and see all that, or you've noticed that we have kilos on this side. I have a big spreadsheet where I keep everything, and this is just an excerpt of it, far too small for you to see the numbers. So I'll just pull out a couple of things that I think are important. I used to take a guess and set a goal what my next results were going to be like. I'd say that's my February goal or my March goal. But I stopped because it doesn't make sense to say that. I'm not varying my effort. I'm not trying harder or changing my strategy. I'm just following a pattern. It's just a pattern. So I don't call it a goal anymore. I call it a prediction. And I think it's very interesting to note that I started with 132 pounds or 60 kilos of lean body mass, and I'm down to 93 or 42. That rate means that on average, I'm losing 3.9 or 1.8 kilos of fat. I'm shrinking that every month, and reminding you that's just without exercise. That's without suffering. That's eating what I want as much as I want. Another version of results that's really fun is the butter equivalent. So butter and human fat have about the same density, which means they're about the same volume per weight. And so I literally shrink this much butter, equivalent of this much butter as body fat off my body every day that I don't eat, as long as I ate a lot the day before. And I'm doing nothing that counts as exercise. There are a lot of other tangible results that aren't quantitative as well, like my concentration, my consciousness, remembering what I have to do, thinking at the higher level about things, clarity, increased willpower. My life is simpler. I only deal with food half as much, and I have more time. I get much more satisfaction from eating because, well, I'm eating what I want and I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat, and then I eat it and it's tasty and delicious, and it's actually incredibly satisfying to eat when you're hungry. It's hungry isn't the right word. It's incredibly satisfying to eat from the state of autophagy, which doesn't feel like hunger at all. And then I'm having way fewer conflicts, and I'm getting more respect for my theories about health and beauty and fat and thin and weight loss, because I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder with my mom and with other people over time, because I guess they didn't agree with my strategies or theories. Anyway, I got rid of the chip and got started. And then I have a lot more equanimity, and I don't really have faith. I have a knowledge of how this works and that it works.